morning. Welcome to the Somerset News Network. This is Ian Summerall and my thoughts on the election campaign so far. The BBC are ignoring the Brexit Party. It's like they don't exist. They are promoting Labour. You only have to watch the news to see how much coverage Corbyn is getting. It's just unbelievable. The stories, they may be given the same time to Boris as they are to Jeremy Corbyn, but the stories on Boris are negative and the stories on Corbyn are positive. So the BBC are in effect campaigning for the Labour Party. We know this, and it's only things like this, doing videos and Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram by Brexiteers, individual people campaigning for a real Brexit Party candidates. If they're Tory, there's a few Labour Party MPs who want to get out of the EU, and if you've got one, fair enough, you can vote for them. But what I think's got to happen now is that the Brexit Party have to start campaigning smart. I talked about voting smart last time. Brexiteers should be voting for candidates that are going to get us to leave the EU with or without a deal. When I say with a deal, I mean a good deal. The Boris deal is a bad deal. It's the sister of all bad deals. And the Mrs. May deal was the mother of all bad deals. We are going to be tied to the EU under the Boris deal for at least 3 years, and God knows what's going to happen after that. So, I would like to come out on a no deal. But if we're going to have a deal, let's have a deal that is right for Britain. Not a deal that the EU gives us. Let's have a deal that's right for us. If we are not going to get a deal that's right for us, like the Boris deal or the May deal, then we come out with no deal. We can do it. This country is great. That's why it's called Great Britain. Let's put the great back into Britain. Let our entrepreneurs have a chance to go around the world and sell what we make. We've got to start making things here. Being in the EU since the 70s, we've closed our coal mines, we've closed our steel industry, we've sold off or cancelled or corrupted our manufacturing industry. I worked for a company a few years ago, and they didn't have any tool makers. I am not a qualified tool maker. I'm an engineer. I call myself a craft engineer as a gunsmith. I ended up in the tool room with the tool makers because they couldn't find any tool makers. This country has to start building things. We haven't got enough plumbers. We haven't got enough builders. We are bringing in builders from Poland. This is not right. When we've got 3 million unemployed, or I think they say it's only 2 million now, but who believes in any of those figures? We have got to start producing things in this country. We've got to start being smart. And the Brexit Party have to start campaigning smart. They have to have a smart campaign. Nigel is beginning to say all the right things. We don't want the Boris deal, we'd rather leave with a no deal. Yeah, great, I'll go with that. But we can't, as a Brexit Party, put candidates up that are going to remove pro-Brexit candidates or sitting Tory MPs who are in the ERG. That would be counterproductive. If we want a real Brexit and we want to really leave the EU, we've got to start campaigning smart. We've got to look at each constituency and say, right, this MP is pro-EU. He wants to remain in the EU. We will put a candidate up against him, if he's Tory or Labour. If he's an ERG member and a Tory and a sitting Tory MP, the Brexit Party should wear a Brexit Party badge that says Brexit Party supporting the Tory Party candidate. I got no problems with that at all. If they're saying the same things as the Brexit Party and want to leave the EU on a no deal, then go for it. Let's support them. They're a sitting MP anyway. They've got the constituency vote anyway. I'm having light problems with today, so I've put my mobile phone light on, the flashlight on the mobile phone on. Yes, so you can, just so you can see me. Very dark in here. I tried to put the backlight on, but my face was all dark and you couldn't see anything. That was bad news. It's dark. It's overcast. It's going to be a horrible rainy day to start with, but it looks like it might brighten up out there. Let's hope that the Brexit Party brightens up a bit, starts campaigning smart, and starts concentrating on the constituencies that they believe they can win. Labour Party up north have areas where they were voted to leave the EU. One of the constituencies has a Labour MP who wants to stay in the EU, yet his constituency voted 75% to leave. Brexit Party, step up to the plate. Conservative Party, back off. Because you could also split the vote. You're not going to get enough vote in some of those Labour areas to get your candidate to win. So the best thing you can do is start campaigning smart as well. Put a candidate up and don't canvass. Or let your candidate drop out. You don't want the humiliation of losing your deposit, which could be the case in some of these staunch Labour areas. The Labour Party is split between what I would call old Labour and new communist Labour. Corbyn is I don't know if he's a Trotskyite or a Marxist or whatever he is, but he's left of socialism. There was a report in the one of the newspapers I saw that the MI5 chief executive, retired one, has said that many of Corbyn's advisors they were looking at in MI5 because they were communist sympathisers. That's got to tell you something about Mr. Corbyn. You know? Do we really want Corbyn in number 10? Oh, come on. He looks like Harold Steptoe's dad. Oh, no way. No, we don't want Jeremy Corbyn in number 10. So, Conservatives, if they're pro-Brexit, Brexit Party in Labour and Liberal Democrat areas. We've got to vote smart. Brexit Party, step up to the plate and now start campaigning smart. Take the moral high ground and tell Boris that you will not be going against his pro-Brexit candidates. Anyway, Ian, Somerset News Network. That's my little rant for this morning. And we got another month to go yet. Can we stand it? You know, it might be get to a stage where I think I've had enough of this. Right, light's gone again. There we are. Ian, signing off. Somerset News Network. Bye-bye.